What is going on? In this video, I'm going to talk about why hiring a video editor is just a fancy way to waste time. Now, this is a topic I love talking about because I am a video editor and I've been video editing for the past 6 years now. So I've been in this space for quite some time and I've also hired over 10 editors. So I understand this process very well. Most of the time when people get into content, they immediately want to outsource everything, right? They want to outsource their ideation, they want to outsource everything they create online, all their editing, right? It makes sense, right? Nobody really wants to do the work on the back end. They want just the final product to be posted online and then, all the traffic starts coming in. Here's the problem with that, right? You have to assess where you are in business and figure out whether or not you can even afford an editor. And when I say afford an editor, I'm talking about an elite editor. I'm not talking about these baseline editors that exist everywhere on the internet today, all right? The problem with video editing right now is the barrier to entry is very low. It's a very easy skill to just pick up because if you have TikTok or Instagram, you can literally just chop up a video and post it, and now you're considered an editor, and you are. You basically can edit, right? You're chopping up some footage, adding some text to it, posting it online. The problem with that is the quality has significantly dipped. So, and that's not even just to talk about the video itself. That's talking about the actual communication and like the type of people that you're dealing with, okay? So there are two routes you can take. Actually, there are three. So route number one is you just film the video yourself, chop it up real quick. Don't even add anything to it. Just chop it up, chop out any cuts within or pauses within the video and just post it online, okay? Route number two is you hire an editor. And when I say an editor, I mean you're hiring an editor and you're paying them the appropriate rate to get back the work that you expect. Like the quality level that you want, you're not going to get by hiring these Fiverr editors, all right? They're literally doing the bare minimum. They can care less about your image. They're not going to design a video for you. So that's option number two, hire a premium elite level editor, okay? And option number three is an agency. Now, I think agency is the best route for most business owners because your goal is to buy back your time. You don't want to be a manager who's micromanaging everything, making sure deadlines are met, all of that, right? With an agency, it's very clear what you're getting. You're submitting a video, you're receiving the video back, you're requesting a couple of revisions, and then once the video is finalized, it's automatically posted on the back end to YouTube, TikTok, whatever type of content you are creating. It's basically automatic, okay? So the only thing you're really spending time on is filming the video and then uploading the video. After that, everything else is automated, all right? Depending on if you've already developed the style for your video, that will kind of determine how many revisions you have. But if you hire a good agency, after the first month, there shouldn't be that many revisions, all right? Versus option two, which was hire an editor, what's going to happen is you're going to turn into this manager that's filming a video, then you're sending the video to the editor, you're waiting on a deadline that doesn't really exist because that editor is also managing a bunch of other clients, which makes sense because the rate that you're trying to pay them, it's not sustainable. They're not going to pay their rent with that rate, so they have to have multiple clients. So they're going to be managing several other deadlines for other clients. So let's say, client 1, 2, 3, okay? So they're managing a bunch of other people. So let's say you're waiting 7 days on the video, all right? You receive the video, then the video is not up to standards. So now you have to sit there and watch the entire video, which is let's say 10 minutes long. You're gonna make notes on the video, then you're gonna send the revision back to the editor. You're gonna wait, same thing. They're juggling a bunch of clients. So you're waiting on their timeline. Then you receive the video back and it's still not up to standards because they actually missed a bunch of revisions. So a bunch of notes that you left on the video, they didn't even pay attention to, okay? Now, that's another 10 minutes. So you just wasted 20 minutes plus all of this time managing the editor. Now you're waiting, you're checking in on the editor. It's taking up mental bandwidth. You're sitting there trying to figure out, hey, I wanted to get this video up on Saturday, but now the video's not even ready. Are you gonna be able to get it to me by tomorrow? And then, logic will just tell you that even if they get it back to you tomorrow, what's going to happen is you're probably gonna have more revisions. So now you receive the video, send the video back to the editor for revisions because it's still not up to standards. They actually sent you back an even worse video this time. The audio is all clicky, and they completely cut out a part that you didn't even tell them to cut out, okay? Then you're waiting, receive the video, same deal, right? By the time you actually receive the final video, now you have to create a title, thumbnail, description, and then schedule the video, okay? So by the time you're burnt out, you could have probably filmed another 2 videos in the time that you spent managing the editor, okay? And obviously this is worst case scenario, but go hire an editor from Fiverr, pay them the rates that everybody is, competing or racing to the bottom to get to, right? The bare minimum that everyone wants to pay for an editor, go pay them that and enjoy this process, because that is what happens when you hire an editor that is not elite level, okay? You're going to know right away when the editor is elite level because first of all, their portfolio is going to be phenomenal. Second, the communication is going to be very easy. They're just going to ask you a few questions. They're going to design your entire video. They're going to send you back a final product. You might have 1 or 2 revisions, which makes sense because for somebody to get something to 100% the way you want it, you might as well do it yourself. So you're going to have to figure out like who the best person is that can design your video, that can get it to like 80-90% of the way there. And then you're just going to have to post it, move on to the next video, etc. Right? That's a topic for a whole nother video. But the difference between hiring an editor, managing this entire system on the back end, and hiring an agency is very simple. When you hire an agency, what happens is you film the video, you send the video to the agency, they send you back a review link. So between this right here, okay, all of this happens, but you don't see it, it's invisible. So this is all magically getting done. And then you get back version 1 of the video, they send it to you, you review the video. Like I said, you might have a couple revisions in there just because you don't like the way you said something, or you want something else added in the video. Completely normal. That's part of the editing process. But then after you approve the video on version 2, version 3, whatever it is, you give them the okay, and they post the video on YouTube. It's scheduled, and now you can continue to build momentum because you can work on the next video, or you can send them the next video. So that is really the beauty of hiring an agency, is you are actually buying back your time. All right. So to recap, the 3 options for making video content is number 1, which I suggest most beginners do, is film a video, sit down, spend an hour, chop up the video, post it to YouTube, just get the video out, okay? Don't even worry about, fancy animations. Don't worry about having the best thumbnail possible. You just want to stack as much content as you possibly can and, position yourself as that guy in your industry, okay? Once you get past that phase and you have more funds, you're bringing in more money, your other 2 options are hire an editor or hire an agency. If you want to hire an editor, you're going to have to be the manager as well, okay? You're going to have to manage all of these systems on the back end yourself, and also you're going to have to figure out how to create these systems on the back end. If you want to bypass all that, hire a premium agency, okay? Same deal with agencies, right? There will be low-level agencies that are not good, but that will reflect in their price, and you'll immediately know. You'll immediately know when communication becomes an issue that you hired the wrong agency. So, don't cut costs. And also, there's an age-old principle that my dad taught me when I was younger, is you get what you pay for, okay? Me and my dad have talked about this several times as I've gotten older. I'm like, dude, you're right. Like, cheap is more expensive, because what happens is you hire cheap and you're actually paying with your time because you're micromanaging everything on the back end and everything's just not working out. Or you hire cheap and you end up having to fire that person. You've already spent the money on that person, and now you need to hire somebody else to do it all over again. So now you've not only wasted time, but you've also wasted money as well. And at that point, you might as well have paid the elite level editor triple the rate that he wanted, so you can actually get the final product in one sweep and just post it online. Okay, so that is pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one.